Hi everyone, I'm Clark Bryan and I'm the Artistic and Executive Director at Aeolian Hall. And
I'm Bryan Gloyd, back again, Jazz Curator at Aeolian Hall, bookkeeper, a few other things.
he's catching on.
I'm catching on, yeah. Nice to see you, virtually.
We're so excited to talk a little bit about what's going on at the Aeolian right now. So we're in the middle of our December Phoenix sessions, and what concerts have we had so far?
We've had, 2-3 months concerts?
I mean in December though.
In December, Dan Luong.
Dan Luong, yes,
last
pianist,
Friday.
very talented young man.
Yeah.
Amazing show.
Tomorrow, Dan Needles.
Dan Needles.
Truth
Tell them a little bit about Dan, for those who don't know.
Yes, if you want an amusing 45 minutes, tune in tomorrow. Dan is a great playwright. He has written all the Wingfield Farm plays, developed that character, writes in magazines.
And those showcased at Stratford Festival.
That's right.
Yeah.
And all over the country, actually. He's gone all over Canada. So
and his father was one of the founding members of the Stratford Festival.
That's right.
Yes.
Bill Needles. So where was I? Yeah, my train of thought just derailed. Where did that go?
We were just talking about
About Dan. Yeah, very very rural sense of humor. So I can totally get all of these jokes because I lived through that. So
in case you didn't know, Bryan was a farmer.
Yes, I was a farmer.
And when he first introduced himself, he said something like pig farmer, and I was on my narcissistic career building stage, taking flights internationally, and I kind of went like, wait.
That's a very bad opening line. So just don't ever use that. You meet somebody at a party. Don't. The first thing out of your mouth should not be that I used to be a pig farmer, because they scatter. Anyway, back to Dan.
Yes.
Should be a very funny show tomorrow night with Dan Needles. And then we move on.
Just back to Dan for a second. So he kind of raised himself a little bit on neighboring farms and hung out with farmers. And when he was rehearsing for this show, I asked him in the interview, I said, so how did you practice for this? And he says, well, he practiced with the sheep. Conservatives, It's kind of like that. The humor is just unbelievable. It just flies out of him. Yeah.
Sheep always vote conservative. It's always been that way. Yeah. Anyway. Now can we move on?
Yes.
Oh, great. Okay. So after Dan, following week is Andrea Ramallo.
Yes.
Toronto. Great.
Wonderful songwriter and incredible vocalist. And did you know that she teaches school? I mean, that's her big thing. She teaches in a private school.
In Toronto.
In Toronto,
okay.
Yeah. And does this, I'm sure she hopes to do it frontline, but nobody's doing that right now.
It's true.
So I'm excited about that one.
And then, for Christmas, John Huston is back with A Christmas Carol. This time done virtually in the empty hall, but I think you'll find the sound is excellent.
Well, the hall's not entirely empty. There's a string quartet on stage.
Well, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. I'm looking at the audience here, the lack of audience. So,
well, I was there.
For those of you who
were there,
yes,
the technical team was there.
Can I finish my thought?
No.
For those of you who've been to other John Huston shows, he drops into character, and sometimes the accent's a little thick, and you might miss that in a live performance, but you'll certainly catch it on the streaming because he's well mic'd, and it's a great performance. I don't know how he does that, but
memorizes all of that,
start to finish.
I cover it in the interview. He talks about how he does that.
And how long is that show?
I didn't time it, but it's over an hour. Yes. For sure. And beautiful interludes of music.
Yeah.
And when you think about the ghosts in that production, ghosts of Christmas past and present and future, something like that, right?
Yeah.
We have our own Aeolian ghosts, of course, and I'm sure they were bouncing around during this, saying, "Pick me, pick me."
Could be.
Could be.
Could be.
Yeah.
So, great December.
Yeah, great December.
And then,
yes.
Can we talk about after Christmas?
No, we have to talk about, well, yes, but still in December.
Why do I feel I'm being led through this?
Okay,
in December,
yes.
New Year's, I'm talking about New Year's Eve.
Yes.
Yes. Okay, so New Year's Eve special showing of How High the Moon, a concert that Matt Albers sang, performed, produced with...
I produced.
Okay.
He sang. With Primetime Big Band.
Exactly, that's what I was getting to.
A wonderful string quartet and some other guest musicians. It's a recreation of Mel Torme's Swinging on the Moon album from 1963.
Yeah,
the year I was born.
Yeah, pretty close.
Yes.
Yeah.
So it's not only going to feature the concert, which has the complete album set, but also a second half that features the El Sistema kids singing throughout that, and one of them does an amazing solo. So very, very fun thing to have on for New Year's Eve. A few extras with that as well that we'll talk about maybe in our upcoming videos. So what else has been happening?
Well, we can talk about Pride Men's Chorus.
Sure.
Back at it with a new conductor.
Yes, we're really excited to welcome Eric Knopp, who is the organist and music leader at First St. Andrew's United Church here in London, Ontario. He's new to the area, coming up from Texas, and has a huge background working with choirs of all kinds. So we're really excited to have someone local to be able to really be available all the time and be part of the community with these amazing singers. So with the Pride Men's Chorus, we just actually did a virtual recording, which is very daunting for a choir member to get up on stage at Aeolian Hall with a tech crew, staring at you, and myself and conductor, and being able to sing solo your part so that we can put them all together in a video. So that's going to be released over the Christmas season as well. Very excited about that and getting that choir back going again after a 7-month hiatus. Just incredible amount of time.
So how that works, just to let you in on the background of this, is that we record the track first, the instrumental, the band. We get together and record that.
We did.
Yes.
You and I and some other musicians.
Yes.
John Weeb, who's the coordinator of the El Sistema program, has a bar band, and we had the drummer and the guitarist and John for that, as well as ourselves.
Right.
Was there anybody else? Can't remember.
It was a blur.
Yeah, the conductor for sure, Rod Cullen.
Yeah, and then we use that track, and choir member A comes up to a microphone at lights on the hall, center stage, and sings his part to that track, listening to that track. So we get all of these parts, these separate takes of 20 people?
At least, yeah.
Yeah, something like that. And then it's up to the magic of Christoph Babin to put all that together.
And Jason Plant. Too.
And Jason Plant, who does the video, to put all that together into what you're going to hear, which I think is pretty impressive.
Yeah, it's a great project to work towards. It's very difficult for singing during COVID. It's one of the worst things you can do together. So being able to do this as a virtual project is really important. And also the El Sistema kids.
Yeah.
So they have been recording all week, and very excited to hear this. I understand it's been going extraordinarily well. We'll be releasing that performance, which will include multiple groups. So you won't hear a performance with everyone together because that's not safe. We've been doing smaller groups, but it'll be quite a few little performances, shorter performances, put together in a beautiful film for you shortly.
I was just over there today and saw them recording.
Oh,
It was really neat to see all these El Sistema students and the teachers all separated, distanced, and microphones in place, and recording this on the fly. It was just really kind of exciting.
those kids are pros. I
Yeah.
mean, they've sung in the
Just-
Junos.
I wish I would have taken a picture.
They've guested with Grammy winners, Juno winners. I mean, it's just a normalcy for them. I'm just so excited that we can provide these opportunities for these young people, especially during COVID, because even in school, many schools aren't doing music playing at all. It's just, it's really tricky to do that. So to have this going, we're really proud of that. What else do we talk about?
Well, let's see. Also, Sistema Pride Band's Chorus, December programs.
Guitars.
Oh, yes. Okay.
Guitars. So thanks to a
Yeah.
wonderful donor, Dave Southern, who was a board member with the Aeolian for many years, has recently given us an amazing gift of close to $60,000 worth of guitars. Some that are signed by extraordinary famous musicians. Guitars of all different kinds, like handmade ones to, kind of wall hangers with beautiful decoration on them. So if you're looking for that special Christmas gift, we've got it. We have a catalog, it's online. Think about us. If you know somebody who would love to learn music, the guitar is certainly a very portable instrument and very popular.
And these are
instrument.
very unique guitars.
Yeah, very unique.
Very unique. And if it's not a guitar, it could be a
Piece
painting,
of artwork.
right? A piece of art.
Yes.
Because we have that online too. The art show. Good old Matt Wannon, our general manager, gets this all put together and does all the detail work, which I love. I love people who can do detail. So you'll see, I think online.
Yes.
Um,
All the art's featured.
the art's featured in
Just beautiful stuff, and another great Christmas gift. We're the staff of basically 3 right now. So there's myself and Matt, and then John over at El Sistema,
Right.
and then the unpaid staff.
Right. Be me, wouldn't it?
Otherwise
Yeah,
known
be
as a
me.
volunteer.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
Sometimes voluntold, but mostly volunteer.
Yes. So here we are in December. It seemed to me like it was June 3 weeks ago, but we are in December, wrapping up the year. Not only in terms of year-end in the social thing, but also in the accounting thing for me, because I look at the calendar year.
And
So
how are we doing?
we have actually done well compared to where we could have been. So our donors have really come to the fore.
To the rescue.
We're down about 55% in revenue from last year.
Yeah.
And since we cut expenses so drastically and stopped everything, we've been able to be okay. And I'm sure we will be okay, but we're not there yet. And I just have this feeling we're probably looking at September before we really get rolling.
So we need your help, to put it bluntly. As much as we have had great support to now, and we're in the black, unlike many of my colleagues in this city, and places that have closed all over the globe. Just recently, the Jazz Standard in New York City has closed its doors permanently.
And that was an icon. That
Yeah.
was a jazz icon in New York City.
We are feeling very blessed to be where we're at, but in order for us to make it through this COVID virus and to recover at the other side, we're going to need continued support. We have a campaign to raise $50,000 in December to help us get through the next couple of months in the new year, and we need your help. So if you can, of course we're a registered charity, we can give a tax receipt, but we would love to accept your support for our continued mission. It's really amazing to me that we're not just asking for money to kind of come out of the the ashes at the end. We're actually doing things right now, major things as part of our mission, and to my great surprise, we've been able to pull this off. But it's largely because of you guys.
Exactly.
You know,
Exactly.
this is a community project. This is all about people who really believe not only in the building, the history of it, the place of that building as the town hall in the old East Village, but all of the things that we've been able to do against the odds over the years, all the programs that we run that are about trying to level the playing field and get the arts into the hands of everyone. You have believed in this, and this is why we're where we're at today. And I feel really blessed and privileged, and I'm sure you do too, to be leading this organization during this difficult time and doing the work that we're doing. So thank you.
Yes, thank you very much. And in terms of me being the bookkeeper and the accountant, I plan ahead, and we've already started the detail planning that'll get us through till we look at all of 2021. And I mean, the good news is there are so many artists that can't wait to get back performing at the Aeolian. We're just all trying to figure out when that time will be. But right now it's a guess, and I'm guessing September. But I think we're doing fine. We are very determined to get through this and cut our expenses down, spend what we have to spend to get done what we need to do. And so Matt is always coming up with ideas for fundraising. We did the coffee packs and the bottle of wine and that type of thing. So we will have other things to offer, I think, in the new year.
Yes, the fundraising will be ongoing.
Yeah.
But I would say this, that we've got this wonderful board of directors as well.
Yeah.
That these amazing people who are working hard in the background. Everything from our board chair, Dr. Paul Cooper, to our treasurer, Daryl Fabiani at DNS Pianos. Just these people who bring such a diverse, experience of fundraising and. Are able to help with the due diligence we need to supervise operations right now during this difficult time. There's a great team here, despite the fact that we have hardly any staff right now. Most of our, half of our staff are still laid off, although we've brought back the teachers. So, but it's really, we've had to do some very tough things to get this far, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Anyway, we want to be very optimistic. We are going to be there for you, and we are excited about the new year. All of the programming we have. The Phoenix series is scheduled all the way through till I think close to the summer now.
Yes.
And we'll probably do some extra special concerts as well with some guests. They may be done remotely because of isolation issues, but. We've got some interest from some Grammy nominees and people who are really excited to support us during this period of recovery. So I think that's all I want to say. It's a lot.
I think you've covered it. I think you've covered it. So,
are you going to do any more Christmas decorating?
Any more?
It's a trick question. He doesn't really do any. I do it.
He does it. I tried, but I flunked the preliminary, and so.
Have you planned our Christmas dinner yet?
No. Well, no.
Have you bought my Christmas present?
Not yet. There was some nice looking broccoli at the superstore today. I did think about you.
Yeah.
When the most
broccoli again this year. I can see it coming.
The most exciting part of your day is trying to get that plastic bag open to get the broccoli in it at the superstore. Just keep thinking, it's 2020. Can we not get these things to open a little easier? But anyway, that's my life.
You do digress.
Yeah, that's my life. So.
All right. So for now, again, thank you so much for your ongoing support. We look forward to speaking with you again soon and keeping you filled in terms of what's going on with the Aeolian's mission. and all of its activities. Until the next time.
Stay safe.